Never seen that movie either.
You've never seen Inglourious Basterds?
Oh, it's so
all right.
Even what is his name, Michael?
Dude, everybody in that.
He does like an entire scene in like French and blah blah blah. And
It's fucking good. It's like
it's good.
They were going to kill Hitler in a different way.
It ends good. It ends really well. It ends like, oh, I wish that happened in real life. Like,
right.
Yeah. But they like Christopher Waltz does this monologue right in the start. He walks up in this family and he's a Nazi hunting Jews.
The Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. And he comes up and he's just like he gets his family and he sits them down and they start talking in German. And he goes, "Can I talk?" Like he goes, "Can I switch to English?" And he goes, "Yeah." So they start talking in English and he's like, "I'm looking for rats." And then everyone's like, the guy's just like trying to be calm about it.
You got a Nazi in his house, basically.
Yeah, he's trying to be, but he's hiding Jews under the floor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, "I'm looking for rats." And he does this whole just chilling monologue about this. And at the end of it, the guy, he goes, "So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are there any rats in this house?"
And
he goes, "You don't need to say yes. You don't need to say no. You just need to nod. So they don't know." And he just goes,
"Yeah."
And he goes, "So where are they?" And he just kind of pointed, like underneath the table on the floor. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Okay." And then he just had guys come in and just fucking murder.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking scene.
And then you see like this girl running out, like she escaped, and she's just running, and he just walks out with like a pistol. Dude, the monologue that he went through was just, you're just sitting there going, "Are they gonna live?"
Yeah.
Like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Like it got so crazy good. I was like, whoa.
Classic movie. Now it's weird to say it's a classic movie. That's one of the best.
Damn, he's good at that though.
Better monologues. I think I might have even a better monologue on that.
Okay.
Before we get into that, guys, welcome back. It's Pimp, Gimp, and Shrimp, guys. You got the crew going again. We got our guest again. It's Chris. Thank you again. Let's jump into it, guys. Talking up with scrap metal, stopping off. Let's look at some of the best monologues you like. Again, guys, this is our list. We're not going over like Macbeth or any Shakespearean stuff, and so this is stuff that we liked ourselves that really resonated. Right. So obviously, if you got any others out there that please post them out. You know, we have some people that sometimes post out we got something wrong. Please put it on there, man. And check us before it wreck us, guys. Yeah, let's hit up on a movie monologue. So this last episode we did, I kind of dominated the whole thing. So let's hear some of your guys' thoughts. What monologues come to you guys that you like? So let's try to go around to the monologues. Basically, like
to a infinity and beyond.
That's right. What's that? Well, and I was going to say, I'm trying to think the monologue is usually like at least a paragraph because you ran to when I'm looking in, you ran to dangerous things were just quotes. And quotes are kind of like to infinity and beyond. And a monologue is more like a little bit of a wind up before. It could end on a good quote, but it's a little bit
perfect example. I got one. Has anyone ever watched Knockaround Guys?
No.
I know of it. I don't think I watched it.
Okay, so it was early, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. Vin Diesel was in it. And so it's what it is like these guys go recover mob money from this little podunk town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Vin Diesel's one of the thugs. And he's one of like the enforcers. So he walks in there and the guy goes, "What we're going to do is we're just going to beat the shit out of the baddest guy in town and we're going to make him go get our money."
Yeah.
So this guy gets up and he's like, supposed to be this badass. So Vin Diesel walks over and he goes, 500 fights. And he goes, 500. He goes, 500 what, douchebags? He goes, 500 fights. And you can consider yourself a legitimate badass. And he goes through this whole thing.
Yeah, I did see that.
About talking about during the whole thing, around 200, you forget why you're doing it all. Mm-hmm. And then, your leather knuckles develop. And then at the very end of it, he goes, "But you know what I learned out of all of it? The most, what did he say? The way he said it was the most important thing. He goes, what? And he headbutts this dude and just puts him down and then whips the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And but you just see him and he's just sitting there like he's just looking just fierce. And he's just like, I was like, God damn, 500 fights.
Yeah, exactly. See, and that's exactly the type of monologue. Something that kind of really grabs your attention and they pull you in.
Yeah.
And whether it be the scene or the acting or just what they're saying resonates with you, or all of the above. That's what really fucking grabs. A classic one, and I really have my list, is from Taken when Liam Neeson's talking on the phone. "I will find you, I will kill you." That's fucking amazing. You got that, right? And that's obviously because Liam Neeson is a good thing, but the whole scene and the whole build up to that, you're like, holy shit. Another one I saw, which I always thought was a quote, but it was a monologue going up to it, was Empire Strikes Back when "I am your father." Yeah, exactly. The whole build up to it, like your sister,
that was one of the big ones too.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was again. That's another classic one that you have. A funny one I got, and I didn't realize because I had to look. I always look up lists of stuff. Is in Goonies. When they have Chunk down and they want to, they're trying to torture him. They want the full confession.
Yes.
So he starts talking about how he's in fat camp.
I did that in
how
theater.
he did the
I did
fake
the
throw
whole
up on the movie theater and made everybody throw up. It was terrible. Everybody was throwing up and puking.
He's like,
and the guy looks at him and was like, "I like this guy,
kid.
Mom. I like this kid, Mom."
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I want to play the violin.
Right, exactly. So that
I'm the
one
only
made me
people in
laugh.
the world that doesn't like that movie.
Yeah, oh
Like
man,
it.
that's
But I
fucking
saw it
cool.
later on. I didn't see it like when I was a
It
kid.
didn't matter.
that's why.
That's a classic one. I wanted to go back when I saw this this actor because I know he had a lot of stuff. I wanted to go back to Clint Eastwood movies. I wanted to get one of his
Oh my God.
monologues. And a lot of them, he has a lot of
them.
quotes. Gran Turismo alone has a shitload of quotes, which is an amazing fucking movie.
That is a good movie.
But I wanted to go back a little bit more because there was one I was trying to look for, but I figured on the Dirty Harry, the whole "Do you feel lucky" punk monologue that comes up. That quote is always low going up, but he basically was a big old gunfight coming out when the bad guy runs out of bullets. So Dirty Harry Clint Eastwood comes out and just kind of nonchalant goes over and is like, I know he has his gun trained on him. You know, he's a big 357 Magnum. He's like, this is the most powerful gun in the world right now. He goes, I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or did he fire 7 shots? Because are you feeling lucky? He goes, do you punk? It's so basically like, how many bullets do you think I have left? You know, so he's messing with the fucking bad guy, and that was an awesome monologue because after everything going on, obviously Clint's delivery of the whole thing and. Back in the 80s and 70s, he was a fucking badass, dude. He had a bunch of fucking
still a
movies.
badass
now.
Yeah,
Dude.
right, exactly. I mean, that dude's in his 90s now, but it was really fucking good. So that one, kind of going back
Who's
a
the
little bit.
guy in Tombstone that plays Doc Holliday?
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
fucking
yes.
love
That was
guy.
Val Kilmer.
Val
yeah,
Kilmer.
that was a good one, yes.
He's like, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'll be
There's
Huckleberry,
a
yeah.
lot
Because it's
of-
me. Was it Johnny Ringo?
God
Because,
damn.
He
yeah.
speaks Latin in a
Yeah.
lot of the parts
Yeah.
too.
He
Well,
does,
that was
yeah.
good.
Really?
And he drags people
Oh,
in.
yeah, Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Well, I like it when you meet Johnny Ringo at the very last, and you see Johnny Ringo's face going, like, oh, I don't want to fight you. He's like, no, we're in this now, buddy. We're doing this. That was a good
A
one.
lot of them, Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Sam Jackson.
Pulp Fiction has so many of them. But let's
yeah.
do a couple of which ones.
Yeah, the Sam Jackson one when they're in that
Yes.
the apartment.
Basically reading their biblical
Yeah.
rights.
And I
whatever.
will strike down upon thee
Yeah.
with great vengeance,
Yeah.
and furious anger.
Yeah. And that
My
kid
top
comes out-
favorite is still from Pulp Fiction is actually The Watch. I do that scene.
Oh my God.
God. We were just talking
Those
about
guys,
that.
Yeah.
especially the dynamic.
Christopher
is
Walken
like-
watch in the Pulp Fiction scene. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean the
damn.
acting that Christopher Walken when he comes in, he's just like, "How you doing?" And it's like, this watch, your granddaddy got it off of the first watchmaker when he was back in the 19th. So went to war and he put the watch on the little coffee can, and in the can it stayed. And you get this like
This whole
he
build-up,
pulls
yes.
you in. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's
and you're
cool.
just like, as an audience member, you're sitting there just listening to this really detailed story about how this watch has traveled so many generations, but then. His brilliance of his acting that he sits there and he's like, and it'd be damned if the gooks were going to get their greasy paws on. So he put up the one place he could up his ass. And you're like, what
the fuck? What did you say? Yeah.
we just went to
Oh,
right set.
yeah, that
we
was
just
fucking
took
awesome.
a tangent. And then his acting is so perfect. He's like, so he put up his ass.
Yeah,
And
it
he
was fun.
doesn't
Yes.
falter. He stays
No,
right
no,
there.
he stays in
character.
character.
legit
Yes.
thing going on.
He's
No
like,
winking
he
or
died of
nothing, just
dysentery.
straight.
Gave me a watch. I was
Yes.
like, wait, what? Did we just
Yeah,
pull him over? A little bump. And
So I'll tell you what, I remember watching that.
And I put it on my ass.
I remember watching that in the movie theater.
Give it to you.
I remember going to
Ding.
I remember originally going to watch it in the movie theater, and that scene, not that everybody was quiet, but when he was saying it, everybody was really quiet. And as soon as they put up my ass, everybody erupted. We could not fucking stop laughing because exactly what you said pulled everybody in, and there was no winking. He just played it
brilliance of
straight
that.
the whole
Yeah.
fucking time. Then he goes, "Oh, there's the watch," and you're like, the kid's like.
And I just
Yeah,
and
like,
then
oh,
at the end, he's
fine.
like, "Do you have any idea?"
Yes.
Well, my dad. He's like, "Did you get it in the little kangaroo?" Yes, in the little kangaroo. I love that movie.
How about another old school movie, Jaws, when they're on that boat and the old guy talked about Indianapolis sinking, and he's talking about the sharks picking off one point. It talks like this. Yeah.
I remember when he comes on the chalkboard and
when he's trying to get everybody's attention and thing, right? Yeah. A lot
No,
of those-
this was when they were sitting there. They're hunting the shark.
and
they're
they're
out
having a
the
night
shark comes in
drinking.
and then they started singing.
And then
Right.
so the
Yeah.
old
Drunk,
the
yeah.
old skipper tells them a story about being in the World War and the Indianapolis sank. and they were in the water. He's
they were
supposed to was
showing-
in there,
they were
and,
showing,
and the shark.
scars.
The reason why he hates sharks is because the sharks were coming and picking off his buddies one by one at night.
And it's a
to
true
feed.
story.
It is a true story.
I think
it actually happened.
like 1,000 people went in, only
Yes.
500 came out.
And that's the amazing part about it. It is a true story.
Yeah, and they just got devoured.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a fucking chance.
So it was amazing to use that into the movie and why
That
he hated
was,
sharks.
right.
That he was part of that crew that did it. So that's the part. That's what made that monologue. Like, oh, that's fucking. You realize, that was
everything
true.
comes
Like
to,
shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
full circle for that.
And that
yeah.
actor did such a phenomenal job.
Yes. Oh, I forget his name too. Yeah, I forget his
And he
name.
just-
Dana Carvey likes to do his voice a lot and likes to
Yeah.
imitate it. He does it really good.
I always think
No,
it's the
Master
guy
of
from The
Disguise. He was
Simpsons.
in the boat. He's like,
Exactly.
That's right.
What about Braveheart? The freedom speech.
wow.
When he's
Yeah.
running up and down, that was amazing, dude.
The
That guy's-
Patriot.
Yeah.
Patriot,
Patriot, a good
yeah.
one.
Patriot.
Yeah, but he goes, we fight for freedom, dude. And by that time, you're like, yeah, let's fucking
Yeah,
get it.
Especially during
Hard
Braveheart, that the poor horse. That's why the horse wouldn't.
Yeah,
Because he was yelling so loud. The horse
He was
like,
getting
"I
all
don't
freaked out.
fucking-" And then on top of that, he told the people in the audience, he's like, I want you to throw that cabbage and shit. I want you to hit me. So that's why they were like pelting him, and you could see him like.
Yeah, he's really
You could
getting
see
it.
Mel
Oh,
just
that's
get
cool.
hit. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was like, I want you to hit me. I want you to hate me.
Yeah.
I was like, you
like,
guys.
it's all right, Mel. We already do. We'll
Right,
just
you're
go
like-
on leash on you, asshole.
He's like, I got some stories to tell about some Jews. You're like, no, Tim.
How about the Christmas Vacation, the holiday rant with Clark
Oh,
Griswold at the
yeah.
very end? I want you to go down. If you want a last prison
gonna
gift,
sit your
go
fucking
down and
ass
get my
down
boss over here. Bring him
tell him
here so
he
I
was
can
a
tell him what a
pimpling
low life mother. You just fucking. That was fucking.
I gotta go.
Where's the
You'll like this
Tylenol?
one.
That's how he ends it. Yeah.
It's like,
I don't remember any of these.
Okay,
man.
Deep Blue Sea.
I never
they
saw
hate
it.
me.
You didn't see Deep Blue Sea
I forgot.
with Sam
Fucking
Jackson.
Sam Jackson in the
Yes.
middle of his
they're
monologue.
like, they're doing he's doing the middle of the monologue. We're gonna get out of this place, and this shark comes up out of a fucking hole
Yeah.
and just eats it.
Oh yeah. Just eats him down. They're like, oh shit. What the fuck?
And I always think of Chappelle's show, and he's like, "A day blue sea,
Yeah.
the shark ate me, drink, bitch." And it's like,
Motherfucking shark ate me.
motherfucking shark.
What about
Samuel Jackson?
Just remember now, Animal House when Bluto on Sean, what's his name, Belushi character when he starts talking at the very end and he starts getting everything wrong. They're like, wait a minute, did he just say? He started getting all the facts wrong and he goes, "We're gonna go out there. There was another fucking good one. Sorry, I got to probably cut that off. But that was a good speech that John Belushi did on fucking Animal House. Okay, how about and this one I like a lot, and this is from The Matrix when Agent Smith is talking about
Mr.
how humans are a
Anderson.
virus.
Yeah.
Humans is this, with this reality, whatever you want to call it, there's a stench on it. It's a stink.
Yeah.
It's
I remember
that one. That was
Because
really
humans are a virus. I'm like, oh, it's right in fucking Lawrence Fishburne's face. Just tell him he's all even touching his sweat and stuff. The whole setup
That
of
was
scene.
really good, actually.
But Hugo Weaving's just an amazing actor there,
Yeah,
and
that
having him play that part was just fucking spot on.
Oh, I got another one. It was in Glorious Bastards again when they're doing the Nazis. Like they were in like a bar.
Yeah.
And they were.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were
That's what
talking, and he was like,
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, and then he was like, he did 3. He was like, yeah, there was 3 of them, and then the guy kind of went.
And because he used
Yeah.
one
He goes-
verbiage, he
yeah,
knew that he was
goes,
a spy.
Germans
He's like,
don't do 3 like this. We do 3
Three
like
like
this.
Like this.
Yeah, that's
You
right. That's what it
fucking
was.
American.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then this big
That
ass
was a good one.
shootout
Yeah.
happens.
That
Yeah,
was
but
a
that
good
was
one, yeah.
intense.
That's a good thing about in Tarantino movies. There's tons of monologues.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
full dialogue on all his movies. It's
Django.
good.
I could go through a lot of them in Django.
Yeah. It's funny how some people don't like that. They think it's too much talking. I'm like, well, that's the best part of the movie. That's
Yeah.
the part. Yeah.
It's
But
a
I get it. And
build-up,
it's,
man.
and at least you know his movies. If you don't like talking, you don't watch
And
his
just go
movies.
watch a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, God.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There you go.
How about Shawshank Redemption? Red's letter at the very end. So
Yeah.
Morgan
Great
Freeman at the
movie.
very last, the way he's talking
Yeah.
about it. What did he say? How do you end this?
I can
I'm
listen to that
sorry,
man talk
I'm not
all
going to
day
be
long,
waiting
though.
around for
Anything
you.
Morgan Freeman.
God
Yeah.
damn,
Right?
man.
Everything he does.
But just that when he's talking about, I
That'll
like
be
how he
coming.
talked about his manager at the grocery store. He's like, I could shoot him and come back, and he goes, you know what? I won't do that because I'm too old for that shit nowadays.
I'm
He's
too
like,
old.
and for the second time, I was a villain. I mean,
Yeah.
I became on the run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then that movie alone was amazing. The way it
Great
ended
movie.
threw me off because I didn't know any of that. I'm like, holy shit, he was fucking escaping the whole time. Like, wow, that was fucking cool.
Crawl through a river of shit.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
free 4 football
Yeah.
fields long. I was like, damn, dude. And
I
if you
know,
think about
yeah.
it, like you're in there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
prison.
life.
You're willing to do that a little bit.
One of my top favorites for one that has a little bit of feeling. We actually talked about it before. Is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes.
That you get this dynamic where you kind of hate John Candy's character in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're just like, God, he's so annoying. Get some fucking boom. But then there's that rant where he starts, I wish I was Dale Gribble. If I blah, blah, blah. And he starts ripping into him so hard that as an audience member, you start to kind of pull away from him and start to join John Candy.
You start to be such a dick of like, man, this guy's an asshole. Yeah.
And then you're kind of like, well, maybe I hadn't.
Exactly.
So it was a weird, like, that's what I love.
It was good, though.
And then when you answer back, because you know what?
Perfect.
I like me. My wife likes
My
me.
wife
Yeah,
likes
that's
me.
really good.
And
You're
you're
like,
like-
back and forth. Yeah.
You're like,
That's good as a movie.
My clients like me. And you're like,
yeah, this movie's funny.
And you're like, yeah, right. It's a comedy.
I'm laughing from tears. Okay.
But that's where you
What
have a
about
really
Sense
good
of a
comedy.
Woman, Al Pacino?
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
He has a ton.
Al Pacino's a lot. Well, I mean,
He's done a lot of good.
he's done a
monologues,
lot of
though.
fucking good stuff too. I'm trying to remember. I mean,
Are you blind?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Scarface.
What about was it A Few Good Men? Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't handle the truth. But that back and forth between him and Tom Cruise is kind of like a dual monologue. That's actually like a scene. But that was
good,
pretty good.
yeah.
But
That
the
scene
monologue
was
with
so
You Can't
well
Handle the
done.
Truth was fucking cool.
They
And
said
shit.
what it was like to work with Jack on that scene. Like they were like, all the actors were like, dude, he's just
He's
like,
next
he's
level.
so next level.
Right.
Like you're just like, oh my
But the
God.
whole setup is cool. The way that Tom Cruise character set him up, like I'm gonna just keep attacking his character and acting like he's not a
'Cause he
man.
knew he's too proud.
Yeah, he's
He
too
knew,
proud.
like,
He
I
knew
can
because I'm just
push
gonna
that.
keep poking at it, and then fucking finally got that thing to unleash, and you're just like,
bear.
holy shit, sitting there like, I got you, motherfucker. That was fucking pretty good.
So this one, there's two of them. Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York.
Oh yeah.
There's one where he's sitting by the bedside.
yeah.
And he has that monologue with fucking God damn it. Was it
DiCaprio?
Yeah,
Leo, yeah.
DiCaprio. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And there's the other one, I think right after, didn't he kill his he killed
been a
some
while
guy
since I've
and then
seen
he
it. Yeah,
kind
That's
of
the
just
butcher, right?
The butcher, yeah.
Bill's the
Yeah.
butcher, yeah.
Yes.
But I think he had a bunch of monologues. Now that I'm thinking about it, he had a shit ton
He
of
had a
that
bunch
movie.
on that, yeah.
That
That's
was
a
just
very
goddamn. But he's an amazing
dialogue
actor,
rich
though.
movie, yeah.
And he
Daniel
almost didn't do
Day-Lewis.
that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's done that.
The guy had to go get Leonardo to go talk him into doing the movie. And Daniel Day goes, I don't want to. It was Scorsese.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't want to fail him. And so Leonardo goes, dude, you're not gonna fail him.
Yeah, you'd be
Like
fine.
no,
You're
no,
fine.
made the movie.
You're like, you're
Right.
You're Daniel Day-Lewis for the most part. It's
yeah,
like,
you're making shoes.
yeah.
Like, come on.
My left.
How about Joe Pesci from Not Casino? God damn, what's that?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Good for,
That's one of my
yeah,
top
fucking
favorites.
clown, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
a
one.
fucking
Do I
good. Yeah,
fucking
I'm
amuse
fucking
you?
here for
Yeah.
your amusement. Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even fucking think about that one.
It's like fucking. I love Goodfellas is one of my tops. Like I love Godfather 1 and 2, of course, but and
Everyone
Casino.
always says that.
Hold up, wouldn't this be with this casino? I think it was
Yeah.
Joe Pesci and the other guy, and he was sitting there and he goes, "Oh, this motherfucker! Look at this piece of shit right
Yep.
here. He
He's
comes in
fucking-
my building, he's gonna do this," and they're like just back and forth. He goes, "Let's go say hi." Like,
Oh, and the funny thing is, I used to bartend at Oscar Steakhouse with Oscar Goodman and stuff like that, and I got to ask him a couple of times, like like what was it like to be with Tony the Ant, like because Joe Pesci, they call him something else in the movie, but his
Yeah,
name
he
was
was-
Tony
yeah.
the Ant, and he was like, dude, he was psycho. He was like, he legit.
Oh, he was crazy.
Would put
Yeah.
your head in a vice. He carried like, I was like, dude, he was like the scariest guy. If he started talking, people were like. like there's that video of Mike Tyson right
Should
now, and
we
he's like,
leave?
shh, and everybody shuts up, and they're like, yeah, it's the only man. Everybody's like, yes, sir. It was like Mike Tyson's telling me to shh. Yes.
A
There's,
Bronx Tale.
Which one?
A Bronx Tale.
I was gonna
Bronx
say
Tale's
when
that's
all the
actually.
motorcycle people come in and they fuck the shit up. He's like, now you can't leave. And they close
And
the
he just
door and they
closed
beat
the door,
Yeah, that's cool.
and you're like, oh.
Yeah, like, oh, you're fucked.
And then on top of that, I live with that relationship advice always in my head. If
the
he's
car
like-
door.
yeah, the car door is like if she doesn't open the
Yeah,
car
yeah,
door
yeah,
for you,
yeah.
She's
and my
a
girlfriend
fucking
does
bitch.
She does that,
I'm
right?
like, did you watch that movie? She goes, no. I'm like, good job.
It'd be funny if she goes over there and she makes sure it's locked. She's like, there we go.
Right,
God
right.
damn it. I like that one. So here's actually surprisingly from this movie, Austin Powers as Dr. Evil has that monologue in his background. If you remember that,
Oh, yeah.
He goes,
The
starts to
Belgian one?
because my
I was born with one testicle.
the details of my he goes, the details of my life are quite inconsequential. And then he talks about his dad. He goes, what was it going? Because he'd make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark.
the question
Sometimes you accuse chestnuts of being lazy.
lazy.
Oh, yeah.
They're all looking at him like they're like.
And eventually she's
okay,
like, we
yeah.
have to stop.
Yeah. He goes, I was beaten and all the stuff is like
I was put
this-
in a burlap sack and beaten or something like that.
pretty
right?
standard, really.
Pretty standard
They're like,
for
okay,
really.
yeah. And then his son is like, And the lady's like, it's okay. It's fucking funny. So that's all
That was a good movie.
That was a
Yeah.
good movie. But I forgot. I go, that's a good
about it.
monologue. It's
Yeah.
very, very stupid. They invented the question mark.
Michael
He
Myers.
based that off his dad.
Really?
Austin Powers is based off his dad.
And the voice comes from Lorne Michaels. Surprisingly, they were trying. It's supposed to be like Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
So the voice is supposed to come off of which.
That's interesting.
What else we got, guys? I got one more that I want, and I'm gonna read it. I'll say what it is, but it by far is the best fucking monologue speech that you and you guys once you hear it, you might not have seen it, but you guys.
Mine's,
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I got. You got Pool Junkies too, or Pool Junkies, Pool Junkies.
I don't know if I
It's
watched
the
that.
Christopher Walken,
Okay.
the lion speech. You got this lion. I don't know if you've ever seen it. but
Yes.
He goes in the bathroom. He's like,
yeah.
"Guess this lion. He's
Yeah.
got the huge mane out there. It's so big. It's so hot." But he talks about he's like the jackals come
Yeah.
over and start picking at him. He's like, and then eventually that lion goes up and tears the shit out of everybody. Runs like the wind. It's just like I was
basically,
like,
be
that
careful who
fucking-
you're fucking with because
Yeah,
you're gonna
right?
release the
Like,
lion. Basically,
Christopher Walken, man.
Dude, he can do
He's-
some good shit.
Well, there's definitely guys that do monologues that are just kind of anything. Every time they talk,
Perfect.
Anytime they talk, it's a
exactly.
monologue.
Yeah. you're like,
And
oh.
whenever somebody tries to write something for Christopher Walken in his thing, like if you try and be like, "Oh, crazy," and it breaks, and he'll be like, "No, it's not how I talk."
Yeah,
And he's just like, "No, it's not how I talk." Everybody's like, "Really? You're like the most iconic
yeah.
guy to talk like that."
Right.
And apparently, when he's on set, he likes to tell like his personal assistant that it's his birthday, so that he'll go get him cake. He's like, "Don't sing," but he just loves cake. You know, you can just tell him, "Go get me some cake,"
Yeah,
but he likes to
right.
fuck with his peers. Like, "It's my birthday, but don't tell anybody."
just eating cake.
I just fucking love the guy. It was fucking hilarious.
Anybody else? We got anything else?
Nah,
Okay.
good.
So the best monologue, best speech, it actually comes from Team America,
Oh,
World Police.
It is.
So this is how the speech goes. In case people
yeah.
don't know, I'm going to read it. Okay. Now, remember, if you have your kids listen to this by now, anyways, you shouldn't. That's just fucking just messed up. So the speech goes up, and I got the transcript of it. We're dicks. We're reckless, arrogant, stupid dicks. And the Film Actors Guild are pussies. Kim Jong-il is an asshole. But pussies don't like dicks because pussies get fucked by dicks. But dicks also fuck assholes. Assholes that just want to shit on everything. Pussies may think we can deal with assholes their way, but the only thing they can fuck an asshole is a dick with some balls. The problem with dicks is they fuck too much, or they fuck when it's not appropriate. And it takes a pussy to show them that. Sometimes pussies can be so full of shit they become assholes themselves. Because pussies are an inch or a half away from an asshole. So I don't know much about this crazy, crazy world, but I do know this. If you don't let us fuck this asshole, we're gonna have our dicks and pussies all covered in shit. He's in the middle of an Emmy, like an award show, and everyone's just going, ah!
And it's so true.
It is so true.
That
You think
is-
about it, you're like, God, that is so fucking true.
was like-
And it's basically a puppet movie. It's an actual movie. It did really good out there.
I thought
Yeah.
that movie was going to be so fucking stupid.
Oh,
and my
it-
buddy
it-
dragged
it
to me.
was, but stupid
And
good.
I watched it and I was like, I'm buying this.
Well,
as soon as I left,
yes.
I left. I was
Well,
like,
the whole
this is
sex
funny
scene,
as
when
fucking-
especially if you get the unedited
Oh,
version
yeah.
where he's shitting on her.
Oh my!
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my favorite speech by far. I'm like, and it rings true. You think about it, like, well, that's actually got a lot of truth to it.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah. Nice way to end it.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I thought I definitely had to say that one. Yeah.
Shitty truth bomb.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So again, any of these movies or monologues, you can always look up on online, man. They have them out there on YouTube and stuff. And check out those movies. All those movies are fucking great as usual. Thank you, Chris, for joining us again, brother. Hey, please come back
Yeah,
again.
man.
Yeah. Oh, it's
an
always a
adrenaline
fucking
rush.
blast,
It's never a
dude,
blast,
man.
right?
Welcome back, man. Going around. Hey, yes, sir. It's good to see you guys. Good to everything. Yes, everybody. Well done, guys.
man.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Be back next time with hopefully some more good shit.